Hi friends, I hope you're well. As we turn toward this 4th of July weekend in this strange time, this strange year, I'm thinking about what it means to love this country that really seems quite broken right now, between the pandemic that is really raging again or still among us, and the brokenness of our justice systems, and all knowing, conscious as we are right now, of the ways that discrimination and bias and racial injustice have sort of infected this country. Maybe we're more conscious of that than ever now. What does it mean to love this country and to be faithful to it and to have hope for it? And that is, I think, what we're called to reflect on right now. I'm thinking about a story from the Hebrew Scriptures book of Jeremiah. You know, Jeremiah was a prophet who lived at a time when Israel was in real trouble, probably felt very much like it was falling apart. And in fact, the Babylonian army was bearing down on it, which was how civilizations fell apart then. They got conquered by someone else, right? So the Babylonian army was coming. And Jeremiah knew that because Jeremiah was a prophet, so he had this pipeline to God. God spoke to Jeremiah so that Jeremiah could speak to the people on behalf of God. And it was clear that things were going bad and they were only going to get worse. The Babylonian army was right there and they were going to destroy everything that Israel had accomplished as a people and as a nation. And Jeremiah heard from God, I want you to go buy a lot, a piece of property in the center of the city. So Jeremiah did what God asked him to do. But then he came back to God and he said, why did I do that? Why did you tell me to buy a lot when the city is about to be ruined? I don't understand. And isn't the city going to be destroyed by the Babylonians? God said, yes, in fact, it is. And yes, the people have been as bad and grown as distant from me as you think, Jeremiah. And as you've been saying all along, right, terrible things are going to happen in this city. But here's why I want you to buy that lot. Because someday I'm going to bring everybody back. Even when the people go distant from me, even when it feels like everything is falling apart and this city is destroyed, it is not the end of the story. And I want to read you just this little part from Jeremiah chapter 32. I'm starting at verse 38. This is God speaking to Jeremiah. God says, they will be my people, and I will be their God, even after all these terrible things happen. I will give them one heart and one mind, so that they may worship me all the days of their lives, for their own good and for the good of their children after them. I will make an everlasting covenant with them, never to stop treating them graciously. I will put into their hearts a sense of awe for me, so that they won't turn away from me. I will rejoice in treating them graciously, and I will plant them again in this land, faithfully and with all my heart and my being. God never loses hope. God never loses hope for us or for the church or for this country. Sometimes we do, but it's important, I think, especially this weekend, to remember God keeps hoping for us, and God has ways of doing good that can use all the bad things that happen along the way. So don't lose heart. Be hopeful. Be faithful as God has been faithful to us. Take good care.